today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how I would spend $1,000 if I was just coming into Splinterlands today. So the way I've broken it down is into 4 different categories. So the first category is going to be land, which I don't think it needs an introduction, but I think land is going to be a huge opportunity. The second one is going to be packs. So in this case, it's Chaos Legion. The third one will be currency, which is going to be dark energy crystals and SPS. And then the fourth category is obviously going to be the NFTs and the cards themselves. So if I had $1,000, how would I spend it? So the first thing I would do is I would have to recommend buying a plot. So if you look at my assets, most of my assets are in plots themselves. I have, I think, literally more than 50% of my total Splinterlands value is in these 48 plots. And a plot right now is nearly $430. So not too expensive compared to its all-time high of 890. So it was just under the $1,000 mark. You can see it there. It was chilling recently, but so I think the first thing I'd recommend anyone, if they had $1,000 to drop into Splinterlands, is that they have to buy a piece of land. I think that when they stop focusing on packs and Chaos Legion and this next expansion, they're gonna shift focus to lands next. And as soon as more updates and more progress happens on the land front, we will see lands prices skyrocket. If you go to something like Axie Marketplace, so I understand that Axie has a bigger audience and a much bigger market cap, but if you just look at in terms of player numbers and other market caps, and you compare it to Axie land right now, the cheapest one is just under 3 Ethereum. So I don't think it's too unreasonable to expect Splinterlands land to get back over $1,000 a piece. If you look at games such as Ember Sword, their land is already 0.2 to 0.5 Ethereum a piece. So I don't think it's too unrealistic to expect Splinterlands land to go back to $1,000 and above. And yeah, that's basically it. I think point one is you drop the $430 you need to buy one plot. And then after that, let's talk about the different currencies. So DEC is the lifeblood of Splinterlands. What you do with it is it's used for everything and everything. Since they released SPS, which is going to be the DAO, what you use DEC for, and the most common thing, is actually to earn SPS. So that's why there was such an increase in DEC, is because the more DEC you have, it contributes to your airdrop points, and then your airdrop points earn you the daily SPS. And there's going to be just about another 200 days of this free airdrop. So you've got that to look forward to. And then, so a lot of people, that's why DEC shot up by 10 times the amount, was because it is the easiest and most efficient method to earn SPS. And then SPS doesn't need an introduction. What's great about it is if you own it, you can stake it. And by staking it, you earn it was on average about a 40% APR. It's a bit less right now, but you get a decent APR, but you also get things such as vouchers and vouchers. So at the moment, a voucher is selling for $2 a piece. So you can earn vouchers just from owning staked SPS. So it's a little bit of a catch-22 where by owning DEC, the more DEC you hold, the more SPS you hold. And then the question is, with your SPS, do you stake it or do you sell it back for DEC to earn more SPS? So a lot of people argue that DEC is better because it earns you a higher APR than if you just stake it. I quite like staking it because I like getting the vouchers. So I try to do a little bit of both, but 30,000 DEC is actually like a tiny amount compared to people that hold millions. So it's up to you which method you prefer. For me personally, if I own DEC, I normally spend DEC, so it's a lot easier to save SPS for me than it is to hold and save DEC. I always go on these wild shopping like missions. So for you guys, I would still recommend about $300 into the tokens themselves. How you want to split it is up to you. If you want to be, so the thing is, DEC's dropped by about 50 to 55% from its all-time high. So if the game does well and it skyrockets, you're expecting it to double and go for those numbers. SPS, however, at 0.17, it's gone down by like nearly 80% or 4 times. So if you think and you believe in this game and you think that SPS is going to eventually get back to $1, then in my opinion SPS is the better one. So it just depends on how you want to risk it. If SPS goes up, DEC goes up, but it's very hard for DEC to go up without SPS going up. So for me personally, I would go $200 into SPS, which brings our total to $630, and then $100 into DEC, just so that you get those extra earnings, and also that you can have some cash to rent cards and stuff like that. So that's how I would do it, because I prefer holding SPS and earning vouchers and just getting a stable APR, and also just having the tokens. But if you would rather have, if you want to be a little bit more risky and hold DEC to earn more SPS, then shift some of that $300 around. We spent $730 already, and we've still got to deal with cards and with packs. So let's do cards first. So when it comes to cards, the price of cards has dramatically dropped. I can give you an example. These reward cards were selling at $20 a piece. They've dropped to like just under $5 or just over $5. This bad boy was once selling at $60. So Chaos Legion's doing its thing. It's dropped all the prices because people are no longer fighting for power, because it's a lot easier to get collection points now, or collection power, because of obviously this huge new supply of cards. But that said, you still want to build a deck and you still want to get out of bronze. Like, bronze is still really shit. You earn credits instead of earning DEC. The chance of in a reward chest to get a reward card has dropped dramatically. It's 30% compared to 50% once you get into silver. So you're still going to want to battle, and you're still going to want to get 15,000 power. That way you can play in silver 3. And just to be, obviously this is very lazy, but if you want to just do it quickly, you can just take the cheapest card, which is 5.3 US dollars each, and this is 500 powers because it's a new legendary, and you would need 30 of them, so you could just go 5.3 times 30 is about $60. So for $60 you can get a silver 3 deck. Obviously you could spend more and get some older cards and get some other cards. I'll build guides, and I am building guides on which cards you should buy and invest in. But just for the sake of this argument, you want enough points to get into silver 3. So you're looking at about $160 to get into silver 3. And that will basically give you enough power to play the game. If you don't want to play the game, and you're just looking at Splinterlands for an investment, but you don't have time to play the game, you can either just buy some cards and rent them out, or you can build a scholar deck. I still recommend playing the game, because at the end of the day, compared to a lot of other NFT games, this is by far the most fun, and actually most like, it's the most that's like a game. Like, if you've ever played Alien Worlds, that's not a game to me, but that's my opinion. So we've spent about $890 at this point. You can obviously move some numbers around, so if you want to have more cards, you could have less DEC or less SPS. And then the final thing is we want to get some packs. So when it comes to packs, what you want is, if you're going to buy, in this case we've got $110 left. If you're going to buy 110 packs, you're only looking at 110, it's like 27 packs. 27 packs, and that's your 108 US dollars. So with 27 packs, what does it get you? The answer is not much, because if you look at how many packs you need to get a airdrop like to get a, so in this one you needed like 200, or I think it was 50 to get one. The next one is 300, and it's only going to keep scaling up. So it will be like 50, 300, and then it could be 300, it could be a lot more. But for 27 packs, you're not going to get enough to get a guaranteed airdrop. So what I would recommend you do is, when a lot of these big whales buy tons and tons of packs and they get huge discounts at more than 20%, at 20% you're looking to pay 3.2. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these whales are selling some of their packs, because obviously they're taking the airdrops, so you don't have to technically pay for that premium, as well as the fact that they're going to pay, or they're going to use 2 accounts to get that like return of 5%. So they'll get 5% back plus 20% off, plus they're going to be paying for the airdrop points. I wouldn't be surprised if you could buy packs P2P for $3.5 a piece. So if you did 110 divided by 3.5, you're looking at about 31 packs instead of 27. So you can get an extra 4 packs by using this method. So that's how I would play the game, and I wouldn't spend the packs, I would just hold them as best you could. Packs generate a decent amount of airdrop points. They give you 300 airdrop points per pack, and then once packs sell out, then that's when you're going to hope for things like this, where like if you look at Untamed, that one sold at $2 a piece, and then you could have even bought them cheaper. They're now $47 a piece. Beta packs are 83, alphas are like 400. What's the other ones? Orbs are 140, and then dice is the last one, which I can't even find. Let's see how much dice are. SL dice 45. So I'm not saying that Chaos Legion packs are gonna go to these $40, which is technically a 20x. I'm not saying that they're gonna do that. All I'm saying is that once all the packs sell out, as long as the player base either stays the same or increases, there will be demand for these packs once they're sold out and once supply has been reduced dramatically. So buy the packs, hold them for the 200 days, get free SPS points from them, and then once they've sold out, sell them at a premium. So that's how I would invest $1,000. Let me know how you would. All the best.
So please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. And if you're a new player, please use the promo code and I'll happily send you the 0.5 US dollars back to you. It just lets me know that people are watching and using the promo, and I'm helping new players join the community. Also, if you find me on the Discord, just pop me a message. I'll happily delegate any of the new players some power.